Hi, here we have distance between A and B is 72 kilometers. Two men started walking from A and B at the same time towards each other. So you have 2 points A and B. Now two men started walking from A and B. The one who started from A traveled uniformly at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour. So this guy is walking at a uniform speed of 4 kmph. And the person starting from B traveled with varying speed as follows. In the first hour, his speed was 2 kmph. In the second hour, it was 2.5 kmph. In the third hour, it was 3 kmph, and so on. Now the question is, when will they meet each other? Okay. Now, if the speed of this person were constant, it would have been a very simple question. But the speed is not constant. So let's say they meet after n hours. Now as of now, we'll assume that n is a integer. That is, they meet after an integral number of hours, and we'll be solving assuming n is an integer. If n does not come out to be an integer, then we'll have to see that how to go about it. So let's assume that n is an integer first of all. So in n hours, distance traveled, let's say they will meet at this point. In n hours, the distance traveled by the person starting from A must have been 4 into n, 4n kilometers. What about the distance traveled by the person starting from B? Now in the first hour, he will travel 2 kilometers, right? His speed is 2, and in the first hour, he will travel for 1 hour, right? So 2 into 1 is the distance traveled. Now in second hour, his speed is 2.5 and time is 1 hour. So 2.5 into 1 is 2.5 kilometers. Similarly, in third hour, he will travel 3 kilometers, then 3.5 and so on. So this basically is an arithmetic progression. So an AP of how many terms? Of total n terms, because there are n hours. And this total should be equal to 72 kilometers, right? The distance between A and B. So we have 72 is equal to 4 into n plus sum of n terms of this AP. Now we know n terms of an AP is n by 2 into twice of the first term plus n minus 1 into the common difference, which is 0.5. And now we need to simply solve for this. So we have 72 is equal to 4n plus n by 2 into, we have 4 plus n into 0.5 is effectively n by 2, minus 1 into 0.5 is minus 1 by 2. So this gives us 72 is equal to 4n plus n by 2 into 4 minus half is 8 minus 1, 7 by 2 plus n by 2. And this 2 factor comes out, by 2 basically comes out, this becomes 4n plus n by 4 times of 7 plus n. Now multiplying the whole equation with 4, so 72 into 4 is 288, which is 4n into 4 is 16n, plus n by 4 into 4 gets cancelled out, n into 7 plus n. So 7 into n plus n square. Okay. Now bringing all the terms on the right hand side, we have n square plus 16 plus 7 is 23n minus 288 is 0. Okay. So now we have this quadratic, and it can be broken up as n square plus 32n minus 9n minus 288 is 0. So from here, n will come out to be either plus 9 or minus 32. Now obviously n is time, so it cannot be negative. N is equal to 9, which is an integer. That is what we assumed, right? So n comes out to be 9. So let's look at the options now. So when will they meet each other? Option A and option B are eliminated. They meet after 9 hours. But here it says 7 and 10. So A and B are eliminated. Now let's think in terms of distance. Option C and D are in terms of distance. So let's see where do they meet. So in 9 hours, this person will travel 4 into 9, 36 kilometers. So out of 72, this person has traveled 36 kilometers. That means this person will also travel 72 minus 36, 36 kilometers only. So both of them are traveling 36 kilometers. That means both of them are meeting exactly midway. Option D here is the right answer. Thank you.